Hey everyone, this is Jenny Wiley. I am the guest moderator of the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit happening this January 24th through the 28th in 2022. Today, I get to turn the tables on Miss Alison Proffit from Profit Coach. Woohoo! Hey Alison, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me here, Jenny.
We are going to do your speaker spotlight interview today so we can get to know a little bit more about you behind the scenes. Allison is one of the masterminds behind the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit. So we get to peek into your little inner workings and learn a little bit more about you.
Awesome. I'm ready for it. I know all the
Okay.
questions, I think. So
Yeah. Pretend like you're a blank slate. Here we go. Ready? All right, Allison, tell us a little bit more about your business and your superpowers as a coach.
Ooh, yes. So my business is Profit Coach, and I am a holistic life and business coach. So what that means is I integrate life coaching with business coaching and really helping small business owners align who they are with what they do and do it in a way that they really love it as well. I like to say that joy is the best strategy. And so I really bring all of my pieces from my various corporate roles. I worked for 15 years in HR. I have a sales and marketing bit of experience as well. And then I also have a lot of operations experience and I'm a certified coach. So I bring all of that magic stuff, mix it together and help people do business in a super soul aligned way and give them permission to not do the things that don't resonate and align with them in their business just because other people say that they're supposed to.
Love that. Yeah. And what I can say from personal experience, one of the cool things about you, Allison, is that because you have all of this background and experience in all of these different modalities, it really brings this type of empathy and intimacy into the work that you do with your clients and with groups. It's so cool to see you in action with the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit.
Well, thank you.
What does it mean to you to be a soulful entrepreneur?
Oh gosh. So it definitely means starting from a place of radical self acceptance. And in order to radically accept yourself, you really have to know yourself. And I don't believe that work is ever done. And so starting from a place of getting really clear on what your values are and then using that as your guiding post. And so when you're making a decision about your business, looking at how does it align with my values? When you start noticing dissonance and feeling that little tug of resistance, like I don't want to be doing this, or this doesn't feel good, or I feel like I'm making the wrong decision, I don't believe that that's always a mindset issue, although mindset does sometimes pop up. So we start with mindset, but then we dig into really looking at the core of does this just not align with me? And I think giving ourselves permission to radically accept ourselves and then also saying, I'm going to do things in my way. And if you don't know how to do something, then find people who resonate with how you envision wanting to run your business. If you really don't love technology and don't want to do a bunch of fancy like technology funnel, then don't hire a coach if that's their specialty. Don't feel like you have to go down that path because that's the way to get to making money fast. The more aligned you are in doing your business in a way that you love doing it and in a way that really aligns with who you are at your core, that is soulful entrepreneurship. You're going to have success. Like people are going to find you. And that takes a little bit of time. So I think also trusting the journey. I tried to start my business 4 other times before I started Profit Coach and they didn't land. And I believe that they didn't land because I kept trying to do what other people were telling me I was supposed to do to have success. And when I realized that why Profit Coach was successful was because of the alignment, that's really where the summit was born from. And so that was like a little bit of a multi-layered answer of like my own view of what a soulful entrepreneur is, but then also like why I created the summit is to really gather other people that are being in that soulful entrepreneur place and doing business in that soulful way versus the traditional way, because we are the people I think that are going to make that positive impact on the world.
Yeah.
We got to be together.
Absolutely. I totally feel that. And just to reiterate that powerful message that you're sharing is that this is an inside job and like really getting in tune with what drives you and not necessarily external influencers of this is what an entrepreneur looks like. This is what a hustle or a grind looks like. And that's one of the things that always really impacts me when you guys are sharing about the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit. So I can definitely feel it coming through on my end. Love it. So, one of the things that I love about this summit is that Allison and Amanda, the other co-creator of the summit, really put a high value on fun. If we're not having fun, then what's the point? And so really incorporating that into the summit and into our journeys as soulful entrepreneurs, they have created an amazing playlist of all of the go-to pump up songs to get us energized. And so they've collected all of those together, including their own songs. And so, Allison, I'd love for you to share what your go to get energized song is and why you chose it.
Yeah, so this was hard for me because I like music is everything to me. And so the song I chose this year, it's different from last year, is really more of like an inspiring song versus an energizing song. But I love to sing, so I sing at the top of my lungs. The song I chose is called Bright by Echo Smith. And there's a line in the song that goes, I think the universe is on my side. Heaven and earth have finally aligned. Life is good and that's the way it should be. And it's hard for me not to say those lyrics instead of singing them, but the essence of this song is really about shining bright and just, when you find your people, when you find that alignment, it's just beautiful. And so listen to that song, listen to the lyrics of the song. It's really more inspiring than I think it is energizing, but I get energized when I'm inspired. But that's my song. And I just have fun putting the playlist together because I love hearing new music that maybe I've not been exposed to. So
Yeah, I can totally agree. I love popping my music bubble and like letting new influencers come in, and I can't wait to listen to your song too. So, if you can't wait to listen to all of these songs, Alice and Amanda actually have the playlist already ready to go. So, you can definitely check it out. There's going to be a link to the YouTube playlist or the Spotify playlist that's going to be in the description of this video. So, I'm going to be turning that on after this. Allison, what are you most excited about sharing at the 2022 summit?
yeah. So just so much, just the experience. I'm like gonna get emotional just even talking about it because the event that we had in 2020, Amanda and I put our hearts into it, and this was born out of like an idea that I had, and to see it happen, and to watch the people that showed up, and the magical moments that unfolded through the event, it's just so fulfilling. I'm actually tearing up because
Love it.
when you are doing the things that you've always dreamed of doing, and other people are on your side for it, and they're there for it, and they're not only experiencing them, but you're all gonna help co-create this experience. It's not scripted, and it's us modeling to you what it looks like to be a soulful entrepreneur, what it looks like to just be from your heart, just to be present, to, not to worry about the script that we wrote out, right? Because there are some things that we have scripted out, but it's also just that allowing that relaxing into it and being raw and vulnerable and open to the whole experience. And so my goal is really just to model it and co-create the magical experience. So thanks for holding space. My emotions. Bring your tissue boxes.
I mean, that's what it's all about though. We are whole people, whole integrated people. And yes, we're running businesses, but the businesses are us also. And so I completely agree with you. Like collectively, we have so much power, and the experience that we're going to be creating with this summit is going to be so unique and not like any other experience that we've ever had, even though we've already had a summit before in 2021. It's going to be the most unique, dynamic, incredible experience altogether. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you planted the seed and are sharing your gift with all of us. So thanks for that. Okay, well, let's close down this energy with some rapid fire. let the emotions sit to the side for a moment and get into the head quick fire. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Do you choose sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. I'm not a morning person.
We're so opposite. Love it. Okay, beach or mountains?
Mountains. I live here in Colorado and I can go like this and see them.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
what's your favorite book that you've read in 2021?
A book called It's Not Your Money by Tosha Silver.
Nice.
How to live fully from your divine abundance.
Oh, that's
I'm actually
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm reading it for a second time this year.
Awesome. What do you love about it?
She really talks about how our money, when we move into a place of this is our money as opposed to or move into the money, into the our money, and really just a lot of that releasing. There's something really powerful about it. And I really feel like she integrates spirituality into how you approach money. She walked you through an 8-week process on what you can do to begin integrating some of these principles. I've done a lot of work on money mindset last year and this year, and this book really complements it. And it's really beautiful.
That's awesome. I can't wait to put that on my list. It sounds like a really impactful book. Okay. And our last question for you, what is your biggest takeaway in 2021?
Yeah. So, starting with how my 2021 started, I came into the year with a phrase as opposed to a word for the year.
Mhm.
And my phrase was a sense of place, sense of place. And I moved from Pennsylvania back to Colorado. I actually made the drive on New Year's Day. I left Pennsylvania to move into a new place. And I really feel like I found my place in 2021. And my year started really with the summit. And the year turned into a lot of magical moments. And I just have felt like I have found my place not just in my business, but in my personal life. I've really been exploring myself and putting myself out there. Like I just went on my third outdoor rock climbing adventure. I mean, I climbed up the side of a mountain
That's
basically.
so
I mean,
cool.
that's crazy. With my hands, I did it, and I only started indoor climbing in January, right? So I've done a lot of getting even deeper to the core of who I am. And I do think that my business success is kind of running a parallel journey to that. And so I really feel like my biggest takeaway is like when we find our place and we really can stay aligned with it, that's where the magic happens. It doesn't mean that there's not hardships and challenges or discomfort, because that does come along with it. But when you're grounded in your place, and everything kind of can magically unfold from there. And that's been true for me this year.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Allison. And thank you for sharing all of these parts of yourself with us. And it's not like this is some sort of, canned digital summit where you're going to come and be shiny and everything's going to be prepackaged and everything is beautiful. But it really is such a unique, beautiful experience. And I know that that's just a reflection of who you are and what you and Amanda bring to the space. So thank you for that. So if you are listening to this and you're getting the feels with us, please know that you are personally invited to join us at the 2022 Soulful Entrepreneur Summit. You can get more details and register for your ticket at getsoulfulsuccess.com. We have some great options for those of you who want to be more involved and experience our all access pass. So definitely check that out and come be a part of this amazing experience at the end of January 2022. So thanks again, Allison, for inviting me to be a part of it and for letting me put you on the hot seat today.
Yeah. Thanks, Jenny. So excited to see everybody there.
Bye, everyone.